Hey, this vehicle is a T21. This is an American Tier 6 light tank, and the map is Karelia in the Assault Defend mode, and I am on the assaulting team. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ride up through here. You're going to go through all these bushes. I'm going to go up to the middle, which is the D4 position. I'm going to cross over to the west side, and I'm going to help my team with the heavy tanks and other tanks that are sniping over there, which is going to allow my team to advance, and we're going to win this game. So when you play over here, there's a lot of different options. I'm going to tell you some of the things that I do. Number one, you could go up to here. I don't know if you go further. It's hard for me to remember, but there's a bush where you can spot the tanks up here. Also, you see over, I'm going to point with the mouse over here, there's a dip which enters you into the lower area. You can park over here, and you can even go up to this rock, and you can shoot the enemy heavies in the back. And if they come after you, just go down into this little dip or into the gully. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the gully on the other side, which is going to help my team out in their time of need. I'm going to end up with around 2,400 spot damage at the end of the game. This is a strategy that I do use, but I probably looked at where all the red dots were on the mini-map. And I said, you know what, there's a lot of hit points over there. I'm going to go over there and help them out. That's probably what happened. You see that the bishop was not... Yeah, he was taken out of the game. So I did get 566 spot damage so far. I was spotted. That indicates that there's got to be somebody somewhere who we're going to have to deal with. He's got fast reload, so you got to be careful with that vehicle. And I'm not getting anything for spotting him because I'm not spotting him. So basically, I'm helpless in dealing with that vehicle. I got to hope my allies just get rid of him. You really, if there's a vehicle spotting me in the middle, he can't be there. He's going to be trouble, and you don't want him to be there. So when you come up over here, I've got so many videos that show how to play this, but you got two choices. When you roll up, you want to roll up into the bush here or the bush over here. It's your choice. You see that my allies are hitting that Cheeto. I got 457 spot damage on that Cheeto. I didn't have to do anything. Unfortunately, because it's proximity spotting, I got spotted also. And I am getting some damage on that T1 Heavy. Now, I am up to 1,500 spot damage. Now, what you're going to notice if you look at the mini-map is that we've got some enemy tanks over here. And we've got some up in the north. There are a lot of enemy tanks left in the game. I never went to spot up through the middle where the Cheeto is. I'm seeing all these tanks. They're out in the open. I can shoot at them. Why not shoot at them, right? Oh, look at that. There's a T1 Heavy there also. But you're also going to notice that my team is not really well matched over there. I am forcing the enemy to retreat. You see how he stopped and now he's retreating just like his ally did? That's often what happens when they start taking hits from out in the middle of nowhere. They have no idea where they know that it's probably me because I've been spotted. I almost made a mistake and left, but somebody spotted these vehicles again, so I'm going to come back and take another look and look at all those targets. I wish I had better aim. This is why you want the improved aiming device, which is included as equipment on some vehicles. So I made the decision that I'm going to head this way. And again, I did not go up where the Cheeto was to go spot. So we're going to show you how we play on the west side. A lot of these shots are going to be lucky if you make it. You know, you're going to waste, if you don't have a lot of rounds, you're going to waste a lot of rounds doing that. But I did do damage against those vehicles. You know, I hit the Super Hellcat 3 times. And I don't know if the T-3485 is there. So you can spot from over here. As you can see, you can come up around this way. You can come up around this way. There's different ways to do it. Or you can go to this position. You'll see me go there often and hit the enemy tanks. But look at what happened. The enemy gave up over here. They're retreating. Don't be surprised if that 45 TP retreated. So he could be there unspotted and I don't know about it, which is why I had to take that shot. Got a situation where that 45 TP is going to be dangerous. He could do some damage to me, so I got to come up with a method of escaping, or I got to fight him. It's one of the two. And I decided to go forward, which is going to give me some time. Fortunately, my ally is telling me to fall back. Thank you, ally. Got 111 damage. My ally did hit him, the SPG. My allies are coming in. Look at that. They're going gangbusters. If it were me, if this were you over here, and I were back here, I would have dove in so fast to help you out. But these guys are a little bit too slow to react, and unfortunately, it cost my life. Score is 10-4. I helped my team out here on the west side. We'll review it later. For some reason they don't let us switch to watch other players anymore. And that's it. That's the game. This is because I switched in the game, obviously. So we're going to go back to the beginning to watch the mini-map. You see, I spotted those vehicles as they were leaving their base. I don't think my allies shot at any of them. Look at all those vehicles that are spotted. And my allies didn't care. Like, totally oblivious to it. So finally we got some damage. Started to cross over. You see that on the northeast. My allies really didn't show up to battle yet. In the southwest, they did. So they're still getting, in the north, they're still moving into the fighting position. They're really not even in a fighting position yet. You know, how is this team going to win? And it's like I say, I can't do everything. I can't snipe and spot and advance the team. I can't do everything. I can only do one thing for the team. So in the north, they're getting into a fighting position, but the enemy is also in a good position. And in the southwest, I don't think my team's in a good position. Look at where they are. They're kind of here in the back, and I don't think that's good positioning. It looks like it's too campy. And at this point, we still have, you know, a bunch of enemy tanks over here. Remember, because I was shooting at them, they fell back, and my team is still, look how far back they are over here. And this Steyr, I don't think he's in a good position. I'm sure that he had a good game, but you see how dangerous it is. I'm a very good player, so I will play all by myself deep in enemy territory. You know, I like the high challenging game. You can see over here in the north, look how many enemy tanks there are. You've got 4 vehicles. The P-43 and the 45 TP are on my side. Su-152 is around here, and we know he lost some hit points. And The BDR has not been spotted yet, and look at where these guys are. They're still campy. So my team is finally coming up. Some of them are on the west side, but in the north, they're still in the start position where they start the battle. And now that I'm out of the game, what are they going to do? Are they going to advance? See that they've left the ridge over here. The SPGs should start heading towards the cap. If you play SPG, when you've got like 3 or 4 minutes left in the game, go to the cap. And now finally they're converging on their compadre, who is the enemy BDR G1B. So if I had stayed in the game, maybe I would have gotten an extra 300 or 400 damage. Probably not any more spotting damage because of the enemy locations. I did pretty good. Let's look at the after game results. So I got the top EXP. I got 1,079 EXP. Very easy to get a high amount of EXP when you play in a light tank. I did 2381 spotting damage, and I did 1,298 damage. Remember, the whole time I was playing all by myself on the enemy line, behind the enemy line. I force the enemy back. I play a very challenging game while my team was playing very campy. The entire team was playing very campy. You get rewarded when you have a good game the way I play. You get rewarded with EXP is what you got. I got 27,000 profit. I've basically done all the missions, so a lot of the missions I've already completed. In terms of matchmaking, it was a 5-6-7 game. And we had a lot of heavy tanks and tank destroyers in this game. And that is all the interesting stuff from this game. Most of our guys survived. Did not get a lot of crew XP, which is interesting because we did win the game. Not a premium tank, and I was not running personal reserves. Okay, that's the game. If you have any questions or comments, please post below.